years, we've fought on rugged battlefields, each day bringing new challenges and hidden threats. The enemy struck from all sides, forcing us to adapt, to grow stronger. Yet no matter how hard we fought, victory always seemed out of reach. Then, rumors of a secret weapon began to spread. An ancient relic said to hold a power beyond anything we had known. Many searched for it but found nothing. Some thought it was just a legend, a tale told to keep our spirits alive. But now, that relic is in our hands. A tool so powerful, it can turn the tide of any battle. Hidden away for generations, it was safeguarded to preserve our last hope. We can hold off the fiercest attacks, strike with new strength, and finally claim the upper hand. Today, our path forward is clear. We will use this secret weapon to take back what is ours and stand victorious. But we cannot do it alone. Join us. Step onto the battlefield with this newfound power. The time to rise is now. And with this tool, we will not be stopped.
Welcome everyone to the premiere presentation for the Trade Manager version 3. This is Mark and I'm excited. I'm excited to be with you today to introduce to you the latest, most powerful update to the Trade Manager. Over the past 5 months, we've been hard at work refining every aspect of this tool based on the feedback from our VIP community. And today you'll see how version 3 takes everything you love about the Trade Manager, the simplicity, the speed, and the reliability, and elevates it with powerful new features designed to give you an even greater edge in binary options trading. But before we dive into all the amazing new features in version 3, I want to let you know that we do have a live chat going on during this premiere. So while we go over all the great stuff, feel free to post any questions or comments you have in the chat, and either myself or a member of the team will be happy to answer them as quickly as possible. So give me a 1 in the comments if you're excited about the new Trade Manager features. Let's see how many of you are ready to level up your trading. Give me a 1 right now. Maybe you're already a VIP member. Maybe you've been using the Trade Manager before, or maybe you're brand new to all this. Let me know in the comments, and let's see how many of you are ready right now to level up your trading. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Which country are you from? How long have you been trading binary options? We'll be checking in throughout the presentation, so don't be shy. Drop a comment. I'd love to hear from you guys. All right, now let's kick things off by talking about the huge potential of binary options trading and why now is the perfect time to get involved. I believe right now is an amazing time to get involved into this opportunity. Over the past 3 to 5 years, binary options trading has absolutely exploded. More and more traders are finding success and seeing incredible returns. But why? Why is that? Because binary options offers something traditional forms of trading don't. And if you know what that is, tell me. Leave me a comment. What makes it so different than other forms of trading? It's the ability to get in, make a decision, and see the results fast. Whether it's just a few seconds or several minutes, you can experience the thrill of trading and grow your account more quickly than any other market out there. But, and there's always a but, as with any fast-paced, high-reward environment, it can be easy to make mistakes, right? Or take unnecessary risks. And that's where tools like the Trade Manager come into play. These tools are designed to minimize risk, to track your progress, and to help you make more informed, smarter decisions. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how the Trade Manager can make all of that easier, faster, and more effective for you. This is more than just a tool. It's a complete solution for traders looking to take their game to the next level. Whether you're like a seasoned trader or, you have a large account or someone just starting with a smaller bankroll. The Trade Manager's new features help you manage risk more effectively than almost anything else out there. You can track your trading performance and set realistic goals that drive long-term success. It's all about making your trading more efficient, smarter, and most importantly, profitable. Because I think at the end of the day, that's something that we're all trying to achieve, right? So let's dive in right now with one of the biggest updates. And this is one of the most obvious ones. And that is the extension of the trade slots. In previous versions, you were limited to a smaller number of trading slots, which worked really well for smaller accounts. But as your capital grew, it became more of a challenge to manage your trades effectively. But now with version 3, the Trade Manager can handle up to 20 total trades per session. This is a massive update for anyone working with a larger bankroll or anyone who wants to spread their risk across multiple trades. Instead of being limited to a handful of trades in one session, you can now have up to 16 or more strikes in a session and still walk away profitable. This is one of the most requested features from our community, and I'm happy to announce that it's finally here. So why is this so important? It gives you more flexibility and control over your trades. With the ability to distribute your capital across more trading slots, so you can spread the risk and increase the chances of success over multiple trades. The more slots you have, the better you can manage your overall exposure to risk, and while maximizing the opportunity to profit. That's what it's all about, guys. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on here because we've got many more exciting features to share with you on this premiere. This is going to be jam-packed. Now, this next new feature, this is actually a personal favorite. While I was testing the Trade Manager over the course of the last few months, I found myself using this feature a lot. It has really saved me a lot of time, when I'm doing my experimentations with the different settings with the Trade Manager, and I think you're absolutely going to love it. So the next feature I'm really excited to show you is the minimum initial capital box. It's right here. This is a huge step forward in ensuring you always have the proper capital to trade with without hitting any roadblocks along the way. And the way it works is simple. When you're setting up your session, the Trade Manager will automatically tell you the minimum amount of capital you need to start trading based on your session settings. So let's just say, for an example, if you have $100 in your broker account, so I'll go ahead and put in $100 right here, and you want to set up a new session, right? Well, the Trade Manager will instantly show you if your capital is sufficient to begin trading with your selected settings right here. If your capital doesn't meet the requirements, the Trade Manager will alert you with a clear warning, allowing you to either adjust your settings or add more funds before proceeding. So let's go back to the example. So let's just say, if your session settings require a minimum amount of $146 and you only have $100, you'll get a red alert. But instead of being left in the dark, you now know exactly what to do. You can either add more funds to your broker account or tweak your session settings over here. And this really takes out all the math in trying to optimize things yourself. The Trade Manager does all of this for you now. I really think this is going to help a lot of you out because you don't know how much capital you need. You may come in here and start adjusting the settings for the total trades and win trades, but you really want kind of a general idea on how much capital you're going to need to have, or minimum capital, I should say, that you're going to have inside of your broker in order to continue with these settings. And now you have that information right here. It's all about removing the guesswork, guys, and making sure you're properly set up for success from the get-go. All right, let's go ahead and move on. Lots more to come here. Real excited to be here with you guys today. And let's go ahead and move over to the next one. Another exciting and important update to the Trade Manager is the revamped Daily Goals section down here. This helps you stay on track by telling you exactly what you need to do to meet your daily profit target. If your goal is to make $25 or $50 a day or any other specific amount, the Trade Manager will calculate how many sessions you need to complete to hit that target. But it doesn't stop there. Now, with the updated version, you can also set your daily goal based on a percentage. For example, if you want to hit 2% per day, this is something that we talk a lot about on my YouTube channel. 2% is really all you need. Even 1% per day is incredible. We've got some members earning 10, 20, 40% per day with their trading. If that's something that they want to try to do, they want to be a little bit more aggressive with the Trade Manager, then that's totally up to them. That's fine. But really, I think at the end of the day, you guys really only need 2%. For having long-term growth and growing your account slowly over time, that's an excellent target to aim for. So let me show you how this works. So right where it says profit target, I can just go ahead and enter in 2, right? But we're still set on dollars. So right here where it says daily goal format, I can now change this from dollars down here to percent. So now it's telling me that I only need to complete, with the settings that I have here, I only need to complete 3 sessions to earn 2% per day. This flexibility gives you way more control over your approach to trading, and it ensures that you're not just chasing arbitrary numbers, but you're focused on real achievable targets that make sense for your account size that you're working with. Additionally, it also shows you what your final capital will be before you even start trading. This is also a highly requested feature. This means you can plan ahead and have a clear understanding of where you'll end up if you meet your goal, right? You know exactly how many sessions you need to complete. You can see your progress as you move closer to your goal. And if something unexpectedly happens, you can just adjust your plan in real time. Ensure that you always stay on course. Really that simple, guys. This is a major upgrade because it turns trading into a more structured, goal-driven activity. And you can also avoid emotional trading and the tendency to overtrade. It keeps you focused on the big picture, which is the key for long-term success. But before we talk about one of the most exciting new features and new updates of version 3, let's do a comparison in the chat right now. First-time users versus Trade Manager veterans, okay? So let me know which camp you're in. And so here's what we're going to do. If you're brand new to all this, and you don't have the Trade Manager, or maybe you've never used it before, type new in the comments right now. Let me know if you're brand new. Or I want you to type OG in the comments. If you're one of the original gangsters, right, inside of the VIP group, type in OG. Let me know, guys. And let's just get this premiere going. Really love to see all the feedback from everyone. I've got a lot more to show you guys here today, so let's just go ahead and keep this rolling. And I'm sure that most of you, the most obvious things, when you look at the Trade Manager, the new version, you see a lot of new buttons, right? And a lot of you probably want to know, what do these buttons do? There's so many new buttons all over the place. Well, let's move on to that right now. The 7 buttons. These 7 buttons that you see on the spreadsheet. This is going to streamline your trading experience like never before. So let's go over these in great detail so you can see how powerful they really are. And the first one, the most obvious one up here, this big orange button up here, this is the new session button. And this button acts as a multi-functional button. But before we dive into that, let's talk about the other buttons first. Because understanding how these other buttons work will make it much easier to grasp how the new session button operates. First, let's talk about the clear button. And it's right down here. We've completely replaced the reset button with the clear button. I just found that the new terminology makes a lot more sense and it's a better fit for the functionality. But this button clears all the trading slots with just one click. That's its primary function. It's a simple but incredibly helpful feature that ensures you can start fresh with every new session. So let's say that you've just completed a session. You've set your settings to win 2 out of 10 trades. You have successfully done that. You can easily just come down here and click on the clear button and start over with the new session. Simple as that. It's a simple but incredibly helpful feature that ensures you can always start fresh with every session. And to me, it's all about speed and faster profits. And you'll find that a lot of the new buttons that we've added to the Trade Manager, that's what they're built for. So let's move on to the next one. The log session button right over here. Once clicked, this button transfers all the data from your current session over to the session log page, which is down here. This is a brand new page where you guys can collect and record every single session that you perform with the Trade Manager. All of this can be automatically logged right here. You can see your past performance. You can see where maybe you need areas of improvement. Maybe you should make changes to your settings. Whatever that is, this session log page is going to keep track of everything. So let's go ahead and try that right now. So I'll come up here and just click on log session. And then I'll come right down here to the session log page. And now you can see that I've entered a new entry. Look at that. When you've recorded your past sessions, you can see trends, right? You can learn from your successes, but you can also learn from your failures. And you can refine your strategy. You can refine your settings. It's a great way to ensure that you're always improving and getting better with each and every trade that you do. All right, so next to the log session button, we have another button that says CB, right? So what is CB? This means copy balance. Okay, guys, this is insane. Let's talk about one of the most highly requested features in version 3. It's the copy balance button. This button takes the process of updating your initial capital to a whole new level. In previous versions of the Trade Manager, traders had to manually update their balance after each and every session, going back and forth between the broker, or you'd go to Pocket Option and you'd have to copy your balance in Pocket Option and then paste it into the Trade Manager. Well, this process was taking a lot of extra time. And it was really easy to make typos and mistakes. I've done that too on my videos. I've entered or I've pasted the number incorrectly. We've all done it. Well, with the copy balance button, you now can update your balance with a single click. The way it works is simple. After you've completed a profitable session, simply click the CB button and the Trade Manager will automatically update your initial capital to match the updated balance in your broker account. This is crazy, guys. This feature saves so much time. It eliminates human error and gives you a clear, accurate view of your trading capital at all times. It streamlines your sessions so you can focus on what matters most, making smart, confident trades. So you guys don't have to get bogged down by copying and pasting and doing all these things between sessions. Now, guys, inside of the members area on the website, I have brand new videos and tutorials for the new Trade Manager. And those are going to walk you through in a lot greater detail on how all these buttons work. So if you're watching this or maybe you're a little bit unclear about something, please post that question in the comments right now. But most of the videos that you'll find in the members area will explain everything in much greater detail. Okay? So let's move on to the next one. Now here's something that a lot of you are already familiar with, and that's the session counter right over here. This section operates the same way as the previous versions of the Trade Manager, but it's still an essential tool in helping you stay on track with your goals. The session counter allows you to track how many sessions you've completed throughout the day. If your goal is to complete 10 sessions, you can click the up arrow after each session to add one to your total. If you need to adjust or redo a session, you can just simply click on the down arrow to subtract one. It helps you stay accountable. It gives you a tangible way to see your progress. And it ensures that you're hitting the right number of sessions to meet your goals. However, there are some new automated features in the Trade Manager that will count the sessions for you automatically. Okay? I know it sounds crazy, but we've implemented some automation into the Trade Manager, and I think you guys are going to be blown away by this, but that brings me to the new session button, which is right up here. This is what I would personally consider one of the most powerful features in the Trade Manager. The new session button. This is a game changer when it comes to options trading. Now, what makes this button so amazing is its ability to perform multiple functions with just a single click. So here's my question for you. How would you like to take the functions from all the buttons in the Trade Manager, all of them, and combine it into one? Yes, all the buttons, guys. Before version 3, you had to manually click several different buttons and do several different tasks to clear your trading slots, to manually log your trades, to update your balance from Pocket Option, to add another session completed with a session counter. It can get pretty repetitive, especially if you're trying to move quickly between sessions. But with the new session button, you can do all of that and more with just one click. And here's how it works. The new session button is fully customizable. By default, it works just like the clear button. Okay, so it'll reset all your trade slots. But where it gets interesting is in the options section down here. This is where you can turn on additional features. And you can open up auto functions, which link up to the new session button and let it perform multiple tasks automatically. For example, you can activate the auto copy balance. The CB button up here, you can connect that to the new session button. Let's go ahead and turn these on. Auto copy balance. Any of the features in the options section that say auto, those are linked to the new session button. So let me go ahead and let me just activate these. Auto copy balance. And this one right here, auto log balance. Let's go ahead and turn that on. And let's turn on auto count session. This means that with just one click, the new session button will clear all the trade slots. It will update your initial capital to reflect the balance on your broker or in Pocket Option. It will log the current session into the session log page, and it will count the sessions for you automatically and keep track of all of that. The way that I look at all this is that time is money in trading. And by automating these tasks, you'll save precious minutes that can add up throughout the day. And this allows you to focus on making smarter trade decisions rather than managing the mechanics of a trading tool. With everything automated, your trading becomes more efficient, more organized, and most importantly, more profitable. The less time you spend on administrative tasks, the more time you can dedicate to executing your strategy and increasing your profits. If that sounds awesome, guys, give me a 1 in the chat right now. Give me a 1 if you think this is a true game changer. I believe it is. And I've been using this myself. This has even helped me to design and create a long-term sustainable plan with my trading when it comes to binary options, something that I can actually do. And I have the speed now with this tool, allow me to have more time to spend doing what I want to do and not spending all day on trading, because I don't think that's what some of you just kind of want to get this done, right? We have some traders that do a handful of trades in the morning and they do a handful of trades in the evening. But I don't want to spend all day doing this. I want to have a tool that's going to help me get through these trading sessions as fast as possible so I can compound my profits. And I think at the end of the day, that's what all of us really want to do. That's the whole point of all of this. Let's talk about some other exciting new features with the Trade Manager. Let's talk about the end session alert. This is a small but incredibly powerful feature. You know, in the world of binary options trading, it's easy to get caught up in the excitement of the moment, and sometimes we can keep trading even when we've already reached our goals for the day. This can be risky, right? As it leads to overtrading, impulsive decisions, and ultimately unnecessary losses. Well, that's where the end session alert comes in. Once you reach your session target, whether that's a certain number of wins or a specific profit target, the end session alert will trigger, letting you know that you've successfully completed your trading session. Let me go ahead and turn this on. Right down here in the options, session and alert, let's go ahead and turn this on. Once you have reached your goal for this session, so in this example, I must win 2 out of 10 trades. Once I achieve that, I will get a notification that is telling me that my session has ended. This can be a huge help for maintaining discipline and ensuring that you don't overtrade. We've had members that have kept trading even after they've won the session, they keep trading. And guys, after you've completed a session, you're supposed to start a new session. And so this was something that was actually requested, and I thought it was a great idea, and we've decided to add it to version 3. All right, another huge update, one of the most highly anticipated, most requested updates with the Trade Manager. And this is something we actually didn't really plan on releasing with version 3, but we did have time. And so we just jumped in and we made it work. And that is multiple currencies for global traders right here, guys. We understand that not all traders operate in USD. So we've made it easier for you to trade using your local currency without having to do any manual conversions after each trade. You can now select from several popular currencies, and the Trade Manager will automatically calculate the exact trade sizes you need in your local currency. This is a huge time saver, and it helps to eliminate the guesswork when it comes to conversions, whether you're trading euros or pounds or any other supported currency. The Trade Manager will give you the precise amounts based on your settings without needing to do the math yourself. And the best part is, this feature will only continue to grow. So we'll be adding even more currencies in the future, making the Trade Manager an even more powerful tool for global traders. And last but not least, let's go into a little bit more detail when it comes to the session log, keeping track of your performance. This is a critical addition to the Trade Manager. It allows you to keep detailed records of all your trading sessions, including wins, losses, and overall performance. It's all about transparency and accountability, which are the keys to improving as a trader. As mentioned before, the session log will automatically capture all the data from your trading session when you click on that log session button. You'll be able to see important metrics like profit and loss, your win rate, how many sessions you have logged. This makes it easy to review your performance and understand what's working and what's not. Profitable sessions are highlighted in green over here, while non-profitable sessions are shown in red. This makes it simple to see at a glance where you've been successful and where you might need to adjust your strategy. You can also clear and remove recorded sessions. Maybe you have logged a session by accident, or if you want to redo that session, you can simply just click on the Clear Last button up here, and that will clear out the last recorded session. Or you can clear out all the sessions that have been recorded simply just by clicking on the Clear All button up here. The session log is all about accountability, which is essential for becoming a consistently profitable trader. And by keeping track of every session and analyzing the data, you'll be able to fine-tune your strategies and improve your performance day after day. So really happy to bring the new session log to the new version of the Trade Manager. Now that you've seen all the incredible features of version 3, I want to let you know that you can start using this game-changing tool right now. All you got to do is head over to wwa.pro, where you can join the VIP membership and gain access to the Trade Manager and start trading smarter today. But that is just the beginning. When you become a member, you're not just getting access to the Trade Manager. You're unlocking a whole suite of valuable resources designed to elevate your trading experience. Along with the Trade Manager, you'll get exclusive strategy videos, member submissions, and in-depth content on the best strategies for pocket option. You'll also join our live Telegram group where you can interact with over 1,500 active traders. It's hard to believe I'm even saying that. It just seems like not that long ago, we only had 200 members. And now here we are, almost 1,600 members now. By being a part of this group, you'll be tapping into a wealth of knowledge and support. But it doesn't stop here. As a VIP member, you also get access to the Strategy Vault, where members regularly share their most profitable strategies. And these strategies are proven to work and can be implemented right away. And because of the ongoing discussions in the group, this means you can copy the settings from top traders and start using strategies that have already delivered results without having to reinvent the wheel. I'll be posting a link right now in the chat that will take you directly over to the website. You'll also find a link in the description and the comments below. Don't wait, guys. Get started today and join a community of traders who are already seeing success with the Trade Manager. If you're already a member and you're a part of the Telegram group, then that's great. I'll be posting a link inside of the main chat that will give you full access to the Trade Manager. Guys, don't wait. Now is the time to take action. I'm not sure how long this pricing will last, and the members keep telling me all the time that I should be charging more for admission. But right now, I want to keep it accessible for everyone. So this is a really good time to get in. You can join a community of over 1,500 traders, gain immediate access to the Trade Manager and the proven strategies that are already helping others succeed. The pricing won't be available forever, so act now before the cost goes up. So please don't miss out on this opportunity to level up your trading. Join us today and start seeing results. But don't just take my word for it. Let me show you what some of our VIP members are saying about the Trade Manager and how it's been transforming not only their lives, but also their approach to trading. We've received amazing feedback from the community, and I'm excited to share some of those stories with you. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate you taking the time to be here. It's an honor to have such a dedicated community, and I'm thrilled to see how this tool will help you elevate your trading game. Remember, the opportunity is now. Don't wait to get started, whether you're just beginning or you're an experienced trader. The Trade Manager is here to help you succeed. Thanks again for being there, and I look forward to seeing you all inside of the VIP group. Let's crush it together, and I'll see you soon.